Hey everybody, how you doing today? Thought I'd take you on a little ride with me. I know I've done this before, but I gotta run out to Home Depot and get some new locks for my house. Had some weird things going on in our family recently. I'm not going to go into super amount of detail, but we have a family member that's basically lost all touch with reality. He's got himself involved in some Trump type conspiracy theory, government, anti-government stuff, which has brought him to the point where he thinks that his name when he was born came with this big trust fund that, you know, everyone's entitled to, and he thinks he has all this money coming to him. So he's decided for the last 4 years to not pay his property taxes on 2 of his properties. It's come to the point where they've sent him so many notices that they're not going to work with him anymore, and basically beginning of next month they're going to start foreclosure on both properties, or at least one of them, I think, to sell it off and pay for the taxes on the other one. And he's still under this illusion that he's going to be able to, you know, file this paperwork that you know, the government's going to then, you know, just pull out of his trust fund and pay these taxes or whatever it is. And we've tried to talk and have a conversation, and he's basically just, this is his focus, no one else matters. It's, I view it as almost of a mindset of like being in a cult. And you can't convince him. He definitely needs some deprogramming. Yeah, he's refused to pay, and refused help, and so not much else we can do about it. I will say that it's the one thing I just absolutely despise about social media is all the lies and just absolute bullshit you can read on there. And people that don't have the right mental capacity can just believe it. I mean, they just wholeheartedly believe it, and it's just not true. I mean, it's just very, very sad to watch that happen. And so anyway, it's yeah, it's been a little bit depressing, and trying to deal with that, and he supposedly had a land contract with one of the houses with this lady who's living in it right now, and but it wasn't a legal one. It was just apparently a verbal one, and now she's going to basically probably have to move out, find her own place, and lose her residence just because he's got himself into this problem. So it's just sad to watch. So, anyway, just for safety concerns, I'm going to change the locks in the house, because I've been around people that are mentally unstable before, and you just never know. Never know what's going to happen. Like, what they're thinking, what their reality is, and when there's no real, you know, convincing them or making them come to the truth, and they have their own truth, it's just sad, and there's nothing else I guess you can do about it. Don't like to be beside cars like that. So anyway, looking back, we probably could have been a little more cognizant of some of the things going on. But, you know, people that are in those mindsets sometimes are very good at manipulating, very good at letting you think that everything's okay, hiding it very well. And then by the time it really becomes a problem, it's just too late sometimes. Too late. Anyway, so I won't ramble on about that, but if you have anybody in your circle of friends or family that may be in a similar situation, something you want to kind of tackle it before it gets too late. So besides that, I had a somewhat quasi job interview yesterday. I think that went well. It's probably only going to be for some contract work in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm hoping. We'll see. I've had these things happen before and nothing pans out, so I'm not going to get my hopes up too high, but yeah, conversation went well, and yeah, anyway, so if anyone happens to be listening to this and you're at a company looking for WordPress engineers, I've been doing WordPress for 15 years. I think I started at version 2.3. A lot of back-end stuff as of most of my later positions, but I have, experience on the front end and the full stack, so can do all that stuff. Been getting into React and native block building and learning some Next.js stuff. So yeah, if you're looking for additional help or you have a position opened, I would love to talk about it. They need there's a pole right there. They need one of those like concave mirrors so you can see around the curve. There's people go flying around there sometimes. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go straight here again. Just go ahead and go to the light. Just be easier to get across here. So that's like our library up there, and have a little pavilion. It's got a water fountain back there the kids play in, and they sometimes have like farmers market stuff back there. And so I was actually supposed to go to a WordPress kind of kickoff dinner last night for the meetup in Columbus they have. I used to go to that a lot earlier in my career, and it kind of fell to the wayside, and a lady that used to run it has kind of picked it back up and wanted to start it back up again. But I've had to deal with this family issue, so I didn't have a chance to go last night, but I was going to ride the scooter in and into Columbus and do that, and didn't get to do that, so I guess I'll just have to catch him on the next time. try to go to a couple of those meetings to start out. In the past, it's been really beginner focused, and love to see people come in and give more advanced talks on the topic. I'm not really one to stand up in front of a crowd and talk to people. I don't know, it just gives me anxiety to do that. It's not a fun experience, so I kind of avoid it. It's like, what is that noise? An airplane just flew over the top of my head. We do have an airport close by, and someone flies there quite a bit. They're just like, what in the world is going on? I don't know if you heard that or not. Alright, I think I'll call it here. Might record some on the flip side going home. But hope you all have a great day, and till the next one. See you later. Bye.